The job market is finally in our favor. Yes, finally. With the Great Resignation, the tide is turning where people get to take control and ask for what they want. I myself am a product of the Great Resignation as I left a corporate job during this time. So, for my fellow introverts, rejoice. This is a great opportunity for you to make your next best move without having to perform beyond what you feel like doing to get the right job for you. But you better dive in before it's too late. Get equipped for everything you need for career success, especially as an introvert, by subscribing to my channel and hitting the bell to be notified every time I post a new video. It takes a lot of courage to leave your job, but this is especially true when you don't want to rock the boat, when you're kind of comfortable with the people that you're around. And if you especially don't feel like peopling, that means you don't feel like meeting new people. So it's easy to get stuck in this rut and never really leave and miss the boat and miss opportunities for you to work in your authority, influence, and greatness. So I know how that feels. I had to let go of my fears, my concerns, because of not wanting to fit into a culture that was going to cause me anxiety or that was going to take me too far out of my shell. But honestly, it really blessed me to do that. And the same goes for you, my fellow introvert. So I implore you, take this time, step out while the ball is in your court and you can maneuver it in whatever way works best for you. For one thing, and this really goes for any and everybody, not just introverts, but make sure that your reason is practical and not emotional. The Great Resignation is not the opportunity for you to be in your feelings and get out all of your pent up aggression about your current work situation. So where you're just like, well, I'm just about to get it out there and go out and leave and ooh, I'm gonna show them. This is not what that's for. You will find yourself at the end of a really tragic situation, meaning you've made an emotional move that is not going to help you professionally and definitely not mentally and emotionally in the long run. It might feel good for a minute, but it will not continue to feel good. So make sure that you're leaving for practical reasons. I know I did. I couldn't grow anymore where I was at and my voice was shrinking. And there were some other nuances that it didn't flow with my purpose. It wasn't aligned with where I was trying to go, and it wasn't ultimately going to lead me to a place of authority and influence. So make sure that your reason for leaving is practical. Don't go off on the people. This is the best time for you to outline and carve out and pursue the best work environment for you. As an introvert, you know we don't need to be in all kinds of work environments, right? Because it's nothing wrong with being a little bit more extroverted at times. There's nothing wrong with stepping out there because some of your gifts may call for that. But when you're in a place where you are overexposed or that's draining your energy, there's a lot of people with different personalities or different things pulling on you in different directions, that'll burn you out real quick. So now is the great time for you to say, okay, what kind of people do I need to be around? What size of place do I need to be at to where I can be in my shell a little bit and only peek out when need be? So take this time to outline it, get real crystal clear focus on what that environment looks like so that you can take steps into it and thrive in the soil of your new work environment. So, to my fellow introverts, share with me what some of your biggest hesitations are about making this transition right now while it's in your favor. Share with me in the comments. Also, lead with integrity. I know things can be bad, fiery, all of that. I've been there, and honestly, that's what I left. And there was an opportunity for me to puff my chest out and to say what I was and was not going to do. But you want to leave with integrity, because you're going to reap the harvest of how you performed on the way out at some point. So however you shined before is how you're going to shine leaving out. You never know when you have to reach back, when you need a reference, or you might be able to come back and be a consultant one day. So in everything that makes up you as an introvert, do it with confidence, do it with flair, but be you. Just make sure that you're integral. Don't start fires where you leave. And the last thing I'm going to say about you as an introvert and taking advantage of the Great Resignation is to make sure you get everything you want and need in this next move. It should literally be your best move yet. We don't know when the tides will ever turn like this again, but you, and as complex and wonderful and creative and unique that you are, this is the time for you to dictate, to make sure that the employer on the other side is going to appreciate you and all of your idiosyncrasies. Make sure you're looking at jobs with a fine-tooth comb to say, what kind of people are they looking for? Are they looking for an extrovert in this role? Because you can have a skill set that works, but a temperament that doesn't. So make sure you're going through things that when you're networking and having conversations or putting bugs in people's ear, ask, make sure, review, send a job description to a friend of yours who knows you and knows how you move and knows how you flow. Send it to them to say, does this sound like me? Yeah, I can do the work, I can do the job, but does this sound like me? Make sure that you're going into it fully clear, on both sides, upside down, back and forth, in the daytime and the nighttime, that you're clear that the next place you're going to is looking exactly for you, because that's where you find sustainable fulfillment, happiness, and success. So I know this may be uncomfortable, especially if you've been somewhere for a while. Even though we might not be happy, there's still some contentment, and that's why we stay there. It's not on fire enough for you to leave. But usually there's an abundance of blessings beyond what you've even mapped out for yourself when you step out in this season of change. It's a flow that's happening right now. And when you step out into that flow, then it's less of a friction. You're not toiling at this point to start this new career on purpose. Companies need us. Somebody needs an introvert on their team to bring things down or to reflect on things, to keep things structured. So this is your time, introvert. Make sure you shine. While you're at it, I think you might need to sharpen your interview skills so that you're prepared, that you can just go at full force for your new gig. So check out my video, Interviewing for Introverts, to get callbacks every time to shape up. And as always, for more information about me, to keep up what I do and my career coaching, and to learn about the 90-day career fix, make sure you find me at www.upwardlypavedpath.com, and the same for all of my social media handles. If you found this video to be helpful for you, of course, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and share it with other introverts who you know are maybe a little resistant to take advantage of the Great Resignation. I'll see you in the next video.